Alright everybody, so these are my first impressions of Astroneer. Just hit game preview on Xbox One and I kind of want to talk about it. So I've actually been looking forward to this, so let's go. So my pod starts landing towards the planet, I notice some popping, but you know, that's fine with this type of game when it's, especially when it's in early access, right? So, I do what you do in most games. Before I even look at the controls, I try and mess about and figure out stuff for myself. And I noticed that you have a tool. This tool lets you manipulate the environment. Pretty cool, right? So I'm just going around basically testing it. And I then realised something really bad. That's right, the controls aren't optimised whatsoever for a controller. They didn't even bother. This game has no tutorial and there's no exposition. This game literally throws you to the freaking wolves and says, "Here, here's a rusty spoon, go defend yourself." I have no idea how this game got in the game preview. No tutorial, you're not even told what to do, and no controls? Really? Now what do? Well, I don't know, do I? Because you're not told, and it's hard to figure out for yourself. You have an oxygen meter which goes down pretty quick, which means exploration is pointless. You can't get far before you die. Now you have a terrain gun. This terrain gun actually lets you load the terrain and collect minerals. Pretty cool. Works with the aesthetic of the art style and everything. But again, you can't get far. That's a problem. That's a big problem. Now, again, since nothing was told to me, I can't tell you anything other than what I've experienced. So, it pretty much has permadeath. And once you get close up to your pod like this, you have oxygen. Now you can extend these, I think, because it's not told to you, that you go collect these resin modules from these spheres. And when you collect these modules, you have to take them over to the pod, and it basically extends the range of your oxygen. But not by much. So again, exploration becomes kind of pointless. Because it's like me wanting to drive to Australia, but I have a hose attached to a gas tank in my car that is only 10 feet long. Makes no sense. This game is just odd. Now, I was looking forward to this game, and this is by no means a review. When the game fully comes out, it may have a tutorial, it may have exposition, the game may not be buggy, and who knows, they may actually show you the controls. But I really don't recommend spending money on this. At all. In this state. Now, the terrain gun is actually pretty fun. You know, you can make tunnels and whatnot and discover new areas. So here we're about to see is where these resin modules are. Again, nothing's told to you. So I'm trying to manipulate it. Can I pick it up? Not traditionally, because this game doesn't work with a controller. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And again, nothing's happening. This menu comes up, doesn't tell me what to do. Nothing's happening. And then I discover that I can pick it up, kind of, with right trigger. And look at the screen. Blatantly optimized for keyboard and mouse. They didn't even try. I've played a lot of game preview games, and they were never this bad. Like, they actually tried with the controller. This is not good. Now again, I believe that this basically gives my oxygen range, but again, doesn't tell me. Thrown to the wolves with a rusty spoon. The thing that's disappointing about this is that I like the premise of the game. You know, going off the trailer, because again, like you, I know nothing about it because it doesn't tell you. So what's disappointing, especially, is that when you go underground, there's these caverns, and basically I was surprised first time around because there was a straight drop off and I fell to my death. So next time around I tried to do a ramp, didn't work, and when I finally got down there I noticed there's a lot of stuff. dozens of different kinds of minerals, and this is the problem. Exploration is pointless in this game because you can't get far before your oxygen runs out. All I can say is don't buy this game, especially not in this state. I mean, if they had a tutorial, maybe a bit of exposition, and actually throw in what the controls actually are, then it could be worth something. And I don't like hating on games. I just don't think people should spend money on something that's blatantly not ready at all for even early access. So if you've enjoyed the video, hit like and subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. I am out. Have a good weekend.